Hello everyone! Welcome to Beginner's Guide to Filecoin Chapter 15. This video will help you better understand Filecoin economics and its related storage providing, file collateral, block rewards, and of course its corresponding fault slashing. Here we go! The Filecoin network provides decentralized data storage and makes sure data is verified, always available, and immutable. Storage providers in Filecoin network are in charge of storing, providing content, and issuing new blocks. To become a storage provider in Filecoin network, you need a range of technical, financial, and business skills. We'll explain all key concepts you need to understand in order to design a suitable architecture, make a right reward investment, and run a profitable storage provider business. Follow these steps to begin your storage provider journey. First one, understand Filecoin economics. The second one, plan your business. Third one, make sure you have the right skills. And the fourth, build the right infrastructure. To understand how you can run a profitable business as a Filecoin storage provider, it is important to make sure you understand the economics of Filecoin. Once you understand all core concepts, you can build out a strategy for your desired ROI. Storage providers can also add additional value to clients when they offer central certifications. This can enable a storage provider to charge customers additional fees for storing data in compliance with those standards, for example, HIPAA, SOC2, PCI, GDPR, and others. Storage providing, known as proof of spacetime, is the mechanism the Filecoin blockchain uses to validate that storage providers are continuously providing the storage they claim. Storage providers learn block reward each time they successfully answer the proof of spacetime challenge. Proving deadlines. As a storage provider, you must preserve the data for a duration of the deal, which are on-chain agreements between a client and a storage provider. As of March 2023, deals must have a minimum duration of 180 days and a maximum duration of 540 days. The later value was chosen to balance long deal length with cryptographic security. Storage providers must be able to continuously prove the availability and integrity of the data they are storing. Every storage sector of 32 GB or 64 GB gets verified once in each 24-hour period. This period is called a proving period. Every proving period of 24 hours is broken down into a series of 30 minutes. Non-overlapping deadlines. This means there are 48 deadlines per day. Storage sectors are grouped in a partition and assigned to a proving deadline. All storage sectors in a given period partition will always be verified during the same deadline. Window proof of spacetime. The cryptographic challenge for storage providing is called window proof of spacetime. Storage providers have a deadline of 30 minutes to respond to this window proof of spacetime challenge via a message on the blockchain containing a ZK-SNARK proof of the verified sector. Failure to submit this proof within the 30 minutes deadline or failure to submit at all result in slashing. Slashing means a portion of collateral will be forwarded to the F099 burn address and storage power of storage providers get reduced. Slashing is a way to penalize storage providers who fail to meet the agreed upon standards of storage. As a storage provider on the network, you will have to create file wallet and add file to them. This is used to send messages to blockchain, but is also used for collateral. Providing stored capacity to the network requires you to provide file as collateral, which goes into a locked wallet on your Ludos instance. to satisfy the variation collateral needs of storage providers in a minimally burdensome way. Filecoin includes 3 different collateral mechanisms. Initial pledge collateral is an initial commitment of file that a miner must provide with each sector. Block rewards as collateral, a mechanism to reduce the initial token commitment by vesting block rewards over time. Storage deal provider collateral, which aligns incentives between storage providers and client and can allow storage providers to differentiate themselves in the market. When a storage provider fails to answer to the window of proof of spacetime challenges within the 30 minutes deadline, storage is taken offline or any storage deal rules are broken. The provider is penalized against the provided collateral. This penalty is called slashing and means that portion of the pledged collateral is forfeited to the FO99 address from your locked or available rewards, and your stored power is reduced. The FO99 address is the address where all burned file goes. The amount of required collateral depends on the amount of storage pledged to the Filecoin network. The bigger the volume you store, the more collateral is required. Additionally, Filecoin Plus uses a QAP multiplier to increase the collateral requirement. Another cost factor in the network is gas. Storage providers not only pledge collateral for the capacity they announce on-chain, the network also burns file in the form of gas fees. Most activity on-chain has some level of gas involved. For storage providers, this is the case for committing sectors. The gas fees fluctuate over time and can be followed on various websites like Fgas. The ecosystem does have file lenders who can provide you file to get you started, which you can pay back over time and with the help of earned block rewards. Every lender, though, will still require you to supply up to 20% of the required collateral. Winning proof of spacetime is the cryptographic challenge through which storage providers are rewarded for their contribution to the network. At the beginning of each epoch, a small number of storage providers are elected by the network to mine new blocks. Each elected storage provider who successfully creates a block is granted Filecoin tokens by means of block reward. The election mechanism of the Filecoin network is based on storage power of the storage providers. A minimum of 10 TIB in storage power is required to eligible for winning proof of spacetime and hence to earn block rewards. The more stored power a storage provider has, the more likely they will be elected to mine a block. Slashing penalizes storage providers that either fail to provide reliable uptime or act maliciously against the network. In Filecoin, storage providers are susceptible to 2 different kinds of slashing: storage fault slashing and consensus fault slashing. This term encompasses a broad set of penalties that are to be paid by storage providers if they fail to provide sector reliability voluntarily exist in the network. These include fault fees are incurred for each day a storage provider sector is offline. Fault fees continue until the associated wallet is empty and the storage provider is removed from the network. In the case of a faulted sector, there will be an additional sector penalty added immediately following the fault fee. Sector penalties are incurred for the fault sector that was not declared faulted before a window post of spacetime checkout occurs. The sector will pay a fault fee after the sector penalty once the fault is detected. Termination fees are incurred when a sector is voluntarily or involuntarily terminated and is removed from the network. This penalty is incurred when committing consensus fault. This penalty is applied to storage providers that have acted maliciously against the network's consensus functionality. One way of participating in the Filecoin network is by providing committed capacity sectors to the network. CC sectors do not contain customer data but are filled with random data when they are created. The goal of the Filecoin network is to have a distributed network of verifiers and collaborators in the network in order to run and maintain a healthy blockchain. Any public blockchain network requires enough participants in the consensus mechanisms of the blockchain in order to guarantee that transactions being logged onto the blockchain are legitimate. Because Filecoin's consensus mechanism is based on proof of storage, we need sufficient storage providers that pledge capacity to the network and thus take part in the consensus process. This is done via committed capacity sectors. This can be done in sector of 32 GIP or 64 GIP. As a storage provider, you can set your business apart from the rest by offering additional services to your customers. Many new use cases for the Filecoin network are emerging as new technologies are introduced. Satin, FVM, backhaul, storage tiering. Calculating the return on investment of your storage provider business is essential to determine profitability and sustainability of your operations. The ROI indicates the return or profit on your investment relative to the cost of that investment. There are several factors to consider when calculating the ROI of a storage provider business. First, the cost of initial hardware investment and collateral info required to participate in the network must be considered. These costs are significant and will likely require financing from investors, venture capitalists, or banks. Second, the income guaranteed from the block rewards must be factored into the ROI calculation. However, this income is subject to the volatility of the FIL token price, which can be highly unpredictable. Third, it is important to consider the cost of sales when calculating the ROI. Sales sectors include the cost of acquiring new customers, marketing, and any fees associated with payment processing. These costs can vary depending on the sales strategy and the size of the business. Fourth, the total cost of ownership must be considered. This includes the cost of backups, providing access to the ingest and retrieve data, preparing the data, and any other cost associated with operating a storage provider business. Finally, the forecasted growth of the network and the demand for storage will also impact the ROI calculation. If the network and demand for storage grow rapidly, the ROI may increase. However, if the growth is lower than anticipated, the ROI may decrease. Overall, calculating the ROI of storage provider business is complex and requires a thorough understanding of the cost and income streams involved. The storage provider forecast calculator can assist in determining the ROI by announcing for various factors such as hardware cost, token price, and expected growth of the network. As will become clear, running a storage operation is a serious business with client data and pledged funds at stake. You will be required to run a highly available service, and there are automatic financial penalties if you cannot demonstrate data availability to the network. There are many things that can go wrong in the data center, on your OS, or at an application level. You will need skilled people to operate your storage provider business. Depending on the size and complexity of your setup, this can be one person with skills across many different domains, or multiple decided people or teams. These skills are, for example, have a deep understanding of the Linux operating system, being familiar with network architecture, mastering network security and system security, having strong storage sales skills, and industry requirements. At the lowest level, you will need data center infrastructure. You need people capable of architecting, raking, wiring, and operating infrastructure components. Alternatively, you can get it collected or even entirely as a service from the data center provider. Take availability and suitable redundancy into consideration when choosing your data center or collection provider. Any unavailability of your services, network, or storage can result in automatic financial penalty on the Filecoin network. You need to have a better understanding of Ludo's architecture and infrastructure. In summary, to become a storage provider, you need to understand the Filecoin ecosystems, plan your business, make sure you have the right skills, build the right infrastructure. Alright, please thumbs up if you find this video helpful. More videos that you might be interested in are coming soon, so please subscribe to King Labs channel in case you miss out. See you in the next video. Bye!